Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a great day, and yeah, I can't wait to chat with you guys today. I'm going to be speaking a bit about some latest sort of Arsenal transfer things today, and of course guys, I'll be back later at 6 o'clock to speak about the Arsenal women's team with Freddie Cardi, so feel free to join me later on today. I thought I would obviously come on here in this afternoon to chat a bit about some latest sort of transfer rumours that has been going on. And yeah, I can't wait to get started. I hope you'll obviously do enjoy my video today. I'm going to be speaking about a few players. I'm going to get straight into this, guys, but obviously please do make sure you like, share, all of that stuff for me, subscribe as well. And yeah, obviously I can't wait to get started. I did want to speak about Kiwior first, because with Kiwior there has been a few updates about him. I don't think he travelled with the squad yesterday, and his future has been very uncertain through this period at Arsenal in the summer. And you know, there wouldn't be a lot of money that would get him. I mean, I think he's probably worth 30 million. I think he's shown what he can do. He's really proven himself, but I think he's going to be quite hard to get a lot of money for, if I'm being honest with you guys. But the rumours are that I have heard that Everton are interested in him. There's also clubs like Crystal Palace, Wolves, but FC Porto are currently seen at the front runners for him if they want to get him. Obviously, with Everton, it said reports are saying that they're looking for him as for defensive player to bring in. So I do think Kiwior will potentially be leaving Arsenal this summer. I think if we can get a good amount of money for him, I'll take it. It's a tough one, isn't it? Because I think he's really shown how good he is. He's so consistent. But I think if we're thinking, to ourselves, if we do want to bring in another player, another attacking player, I think we definitely need to sell some of our players, and it would be a shame to see him go. But I think if we can get a bit of money for him, I think we should. I think that the price that I've heard for him is like 25 million, around 20 million. It's obviously not really great. There has been offers, I will be honest with you, there has been offers that I've heard about Kiwior for like 23, but for about 23 million. I think he's worth a lot more than that, to be honest with you. I think he's probably worth about 25 to 30 million. I think he's a very, very good player. He's a very reliable player as well to have in the team. As we all know, he stepped up last season when Gabriel was injured, and he did such a great job. So, of course, I would like him to stay if it came down to it. But I think if we need the money, we should go in and get some money if we can for him. But yeah, that is the latest Kiwior, that clubs are interested in him. Obviously, at the moment, I'm not too sure what we are going to do about the situation, because I think that if we needed to bring in any other players, we're going to have to sell some of our players. We've not done much selling at the moment, so of course, for me, I think we should be doing that. But I think we have to get a good price. As I said, Porto are currently seen as the front runners in this situation. So, as I said, if we can get a good amount of money, go for it. If not, then I would just leave it and still keep him here at Arsenal. I think it's not worth, it's not really worth it, isn't it? If they offer, because I know there's been teams that have offered like really low prices, and I don't think that's fair. I think he deserves better than that. I think he's, like I said, 25 to 30 million, I think is pretty fair, but anything below that, I don't think it's fair at all. So that's obviously what I would go for. If I was Arsenal, if we can get a good amount of money for him, I would sell him. I think yesterday really shows that we do need to make some more changes. We need some improvements. Like, this isn't it for me. We have to keep improving every season, every window we have. We've got to make sure we're bringing the right squad players. So for me, I don't think that we did particularly well yesterday, and I think it has shown we could do with an attacker, a left winger for sure. Attacking midfielder, I think we could have competition with that Odegaard position. So obviously for me, I do think there's definitely room for improvement. Trossard's future is actually in doubt at the moment. Pardon me. But there hasn't been much in Trossard. We'll find out more information about that. Obviously, big up to chat as well. I'm going to go through a few little rumours I've heard. You're more than welcome to ask me anything about the window but Arsenal. We're happy to answer that. But big up to chat, and of course, guys, do make sure you're liking this video and subscribing as well while you're watching. And as I said, I'll be back tonight at 6 p.m, so I can't wait to chat with you guys then as well. big up to yourself. You lost, yet you got 3 points. I think sometimes you just have to win plain ugly, and that's the most important thing. I mean, I hope we don't have these performances all the time. I hope that this will stop and we'll learn from our mistakes. But you do have to win plain ugly sometimes, and we've not always been the best at that. But I think if we can win plain ugly, then do you know what? I'll take that any day of the week. I really would. If we can win league, by playing ugly, like I would take that any day of the week. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'll take it. I really would take it. But I do get we weren't great yesterday, but I would take these points right now. I really would. So yeah, it's an interesting one really, but I would definitely take this at this moment. A win's a win to me, but I do get, as a United fan, if anyone is a United fan here, it was so much better than us. I will admit that we weren't the best team, but defensively we did really good yesterday. So, of course, I am happy about that. Now, obviously, with the other players we've been linked to, I'm going to just briefly speak about Eze. Eze is probably not going to be an Arsenal player now, I think. I mean, I've accepted that he won't be anyway, but I think this has probably really made me realise he won't be an Arsenal player. But Fabrizio Romano did actually give an update, and he said Tottenham and Crystal Palace chairman Daniel Levy and Steve Parish in direct contact today with Eze's deal. Understands Spurs are willing to offer 55 million fixed fee plus 5 million add-ons, and obviously Eze expressed his desire to join Crystal Palace to join Spurs and told Crystal Palace that last week. So I think we just got to accept that he's going to Spurs, whether we like or not. It's going to happen, and we just have to find a way to bring someone else in that is going to do a good job. I think the attacking midfield position is definitely a position we need to strengthen, but I do think the left-hand side is probably the most important position right now. Yesterday, the left-hand side, I'm not going to lie to you guys, the left-hand side was so bad. Martinelli again, just wasteful with his chances. Listen, it's the first game of the season. I'm not going to go in on all the players, and I've done my reviews. I'm not going to go over the game again, but Maduka came on, he struggled as well. So I think it's not new to us. We all know this stuff. We all know on the left-hand side that is our weakness, and we have to improve that and get better. So I think we have to put us as a situation behind us. We've lost out on this. It's our own fault because we've been taking so long, but we do have to bring someone else in that can do a really good job. Big up Victor, good to see you in the chat. Hey Soph, good to see you. Big up to everyone that's in the chat. Good to see you guys here. If you've got any questions, do drop them in. I'm happy to go through them. I did want this one is a bit kind of weird. I don't think there's much in this, to be honest with you, and I just want to read it because it's a rumour. It's been spoken about a little bit. Arsenal have been quite interested, from what I've read, in Semenyo. It says here Semenyo is eager to join Arsenal, but at the time running out the main seed if Arsenal will submit a late bid. He obviously has signed a 1-year contract extension with Bournemouth, and Arsenal have made inquiries about him. That is the latest. That is what I've heard. I don't think that's true. I don't know if it's true. I mean, that's what it's saying on the internet when I've done when I've had a look. But yeah, of course I'd love him at Arsenal, but I think, as we all know now, the window is shutting very soon, and we are leaving things too late, and it's just annoying for me how late we're leaving it. So I think that won't happen personally, but we will have to see if he does come to Arsenal, or if we get anyone else through the door. And this is a problem that when you're doing these things so late on in the window, you know, players are now, the Premier League's back on, you're getting used to playing for each other again. So I feel like we're leaving this very, very late, and I do feel a bit frustrated and a bit concerned about that fact that we're leaving it so late on. So yeah, obviously with Semenyo, that is the latest on him. I'm happy to have a look as well on other players, but this is pretty much the latest on Arsenal today. I want to see if Trossard if there's any latest on him. But yeah, I do think the window is going to be shutting like soonish, so we have to speed things up a bit. Yeah, there hasn't been any latest on Trossard. I know Trossard was linked to Villa, but I'm not too sure what's happened there. Maybe it's just taken longer than expected, or I don't know really, guys. But that is obviously the latest on that situation. But I'm hoping that we are going to move things a bit faster and just bring some players through the door. I really hope so. But yeah, I think it's just going to be interesting to see what we are going to do in these last few weeks. to be honest with you. And I think we just have to get the job done, really. Obviously, we've got Leeds coming up as well. I think we didn't play great yesterday, but I think if we can get the 3 points and get over that line, that'll be the most important thing. So yeah, I think we're just gonna have to see how we get on, guys. I hope obviously we can perform much better in this week. Actually, I think we play on Saturday, so I hope we can do much better there. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. For sure. But like I said, guys, I'm happy to answer any questions as well. I'm gonna obviously look as well online, see if there's any more latest stuff as well. But that is obviously the pretty much latest on Kiwior, Semenyo, Eze is definitely going to Spurs. That's happening. We've just got to remove ourselves from a situation. Obviously Kiwior, like I said, I'm not sure if Kiwior would go, but I think then he could be a starter somewhere, and it depends. Is he happy being on the bench at Arsenal, or is he happy just being, somewhere else and wanting to start? So yeah, I think for me, we're going to have to see what the future holds for Kiwior and a lot of these players. It's going to be interesting because I think we've got a big window coming up. It's, we've not made any outgoings yet, and that's crazy. I think we've got to speed things up a bit, in my opinion. So hopefully, guys, we will start to speed things up. Big up to Arsenal fan who says Kiwior Treverton wouldn't be bad. Not gonna lie, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad move for him. I think for him, if he wants to get some regular football, and yeah, I just think it's about that. To be honest with you, I think for him and for us, we need the money. We need money, honestly. Like, obviously, I want another attacking. If I had it my way, I would like an attacking midfielder. I would love a left winger, and then I'd be happy. I'd give that window a 10 if that happened. Obviously, now I just don't think that we've done enough. I do think, though, a big problem that we're facing is it's only the first game, so I'm not going to, go into too much about it. But obviously, with Kiwior, and not Kiwior, with obviously Gyökeres, I do worry about us not being creative enough for him, us not knowing how to feed that striker enough, and I do worry about that, to be honest with you. But I'm hoping that is something that we can just work through every game. I do think it's going to take Mendy, Rice time to adjust with each other. So it's something I do worry about. I'm not massively concerned, but I just think Gyökeres can only do so much on his own. He needs to get service off the midfield and other players, the wingers as well. So I just hope that we can move past this and things can improve for us. But I think if we could get 25 million for Kiwior, and maybe Trossard goes, and we've still got Zinchenko, we've got so many players that we need to shift, really. So I still think there's definitely time for us to make money and bring players in. So hopefully we'll do that. But yeah, big up to chat, big up to my United's Red and My Army. Hi, congratulations on the win. Thank you. It's not our best. Listen, it's really weird. I mean, every fan will see it differently, but a win's a win to me. And you know what? If we can win the league, and just play ugly at times, I'll take that. But I do agree. We're not going to always be lucky. I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys. I think we got quite lucky with that penalty yesterday with Saliba. I don't know which Man United player it was on, but I think I just think we got a bit lucky there. You need a bit of luck. The referees haven't always been on our side as well, but yeah, I think I just see it now as the result is the most important thing, especially on the first game of the season. Like I said to you guys, if we could win and we didn't play great, I would take that. We do have to get the wins. That's the most important thing. But I do agree that we didn't play great. I think it is worrying, and we've got Leeds next, and that's going to be a different test. That'll be quite difficult for us. So as long as we can pick ourselves up from that, I would be happy with that. Thank you so much, Man United Red and White. Big up to yourself. Obviously, big up to chat as well. Good to see you all here. But Kwame, I'm not convinced of our performance yesterday. We scored from an error and we got excited about it. I just read this one as well. Come back to yours, Victor. So if you're still by this, I still stand by that we need change. Big up to yourself. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one. All I can say about it is that I'm happy that we got the result. Like, the result for me is what matters. Like, that, I'll take the result. But I do think our performance was so bad, and we are relying on set pieces, to be honest with you. It was, I think, the United goalkeeper. I don't know his name. I don't know much about him, but he could have definitely done better in that situation. I think California was the right place, right time. He was there, wasn't he, when he needed to be. It wasn't great from us. United, we just weren't clinical. I did think when Sesko come on, I thought, oh, they're going to cause us problems, and he ended up not causing us problems. But I do think that we have to perform a lot better. I'll give the team the benefit of the doubt. It's the first week, they're adjusting to playing with each other again, but we do have to be a lot better than this. We have to be at our best, and if we're not, then we're not going to win anything. So yeah, we have to be better. I can accept this one for this game, but we do have to be much better. I do agree. Pick up to Victor. I would not sell Kiwior. It felt great looking at the bench and actually seeing options, squad depth. He's definitely a good option for squad depth. The only reason why I feel like we might sell him is just because of if we need to bring anyone else in. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Like squads, like depth wise, are we going to bring anyone else in? I'm generally not too sure. But if we are, then that'd be. I think we need another player. We definitely need like another player for me. We need someone else to come in, and especially on the left. The left is the most important thing for me. But obviously, I'm not too sure if we are going to do that on the left. But that could definitely be a change that we could make, and I think we need to make that change soon. So I'm hoping that we do make that change on the left. It's really hard because the attack midfield position, I think that's important. I think Odegaard had good moments yesterday, he had bad moments. It wasn't a bad performance from him. But I just think it would be good to bring someone else in, especially to give him a bit of competition as well. So I hope that'll happen as well. But we'll have to see what we're going to do in that situation. But yeah, squad depth is important. It really is important for the team to have squad depth. You need squad depth. All good teams need that. Because you never know how many injuries you're going to have in the season. You never know, what will happen. You can't ever predict these things. So I do agree that it's important to have squad depth in the team, and obviously that's what we have right now, which I think is going to be important. So yeah, I can't complain. Happy with the squad depth. I'm happy, with the players that we have at the moment. I think we're definitely going to take a bit of time to gel. I think it's a new group of players. A lot of these players from midfield is completely different, so it will take a bit of time to gel with each other. But I'm still excited to see how we're going to do. It's only early on in the league. We have to give it time. We have to be patient. So let's just see what happens, guys. Kwame, I'm hoping Victor Gokras can get a hat-trick at home against Leeds. I'd just be happy if he won us the game or if he could get us a goal. I think that'd be great. I think he's a great player. I just think that, again, if you're not getting the service, you can't really do too much. So I think he needs the service, he needs the support really that he's not getting. So I think that's quite difficult for him because as a striker, you can only do so much if you don't have the creativity going forward. So I think a lot of people don't understand that. People question him, but there's only so much he can do on his own. He needs the support of, the midfielders, the wingers as well. So, yeah, I just think that's another problem as well. I was surprised he came off, so soon. But having said that, I do think it was probably the right thing to have a rotation in the game, have a little squad rotation. But yeah, I hope he gets a goal. I mean, it's a game, we'll put it behind us. Like I put things behind us quite early, but yeah, we do have to improve from this. We have to get better. We absolutely do, guys. Obviously, big up to the chat as well. I know there's about 8 of you in here, so big up to all of you that are watching. Like I said, I'm happy. I'll be on here maybe till 3 o'clock today, so I'm happy to go through any sort of questions you guys have for me or want me to answer. I'm going to be back as well, guys, at 6 p.m. today, so I just wanted to come on here and do like an Arsenal video about the transfers as well, because there's always stuff to talk about. There's always updates. So yeah, big up to chat as well. Always good to see new faces in here. Always good to see regulars in here as well. And of course, guys, please do make sure you're liking this video for me and subscribing as well. And yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions you guys obviously want to ask me as well. I am really interested to see how we are going to do against Leeds. Obviously, I will do a preview in a few days, but that is going to be a different type of test. That is going to be quite difficult for us, really. I think people underestimate Leeds, but these are the teams that we kind of struggle with, those sort of teams in these games. So I think we have to really do better in these moments. Leeds are going to make it hard for us, and I think we generally do struggle against like low block teams or teams that are quite defensive. I mean, in the past, we have generally struggled against like the Everton, Fulham. Fulham for me is another one for me with Fulham that we really struggle in. So yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do. I'm confident we got the job done, and I think it means a lot to the team to win yesterday. But I do think long term wise, we could have a problem if we're not going to do better in performances. I think we have a problem. So yeah, I think that is a bit of a concern, really, how we performed, and we just have to do much better than this. We have to be a lot more have more control for games and things. So yeah, I don't know what lineup as well. Would we go with the same lineup next week? This weekend, sorry. Are we going to change the lineup? I don't know what Teta's going to do. I have no idea. I would obviously. I think Califury had a good enough game for me. I think he was okay. I think he got us the winning goal, which is obviously the most important thing. But we've got a big season ahead, and we have to get it right. So yeah, I'm still nervous about how we're going to do in the season, but I think we still have to make some signings this summer. We really do. If we want to have a good chance of winning something, I think we do have to continue to make the right signings. Big up to chat. Big up to I apologise if I pronounced wrong, but Moisey. I need Semenyo. Yeah, I would love him. He is a great player. He's just clinical, and he would do a good job. I would love him at Arsenal. Obviously, he has to sign a new deal with the club. He's extending his contract, so I don't really expect him to kind of, come to Arsenal, but I've heard Arsenal are inquiring about him, so that is pretty positive to hear. So hopefully we're going to hear some more positive news about that situation. Hopefully he will come to Arsenal. Can you imagine him in our team as well? That would be great. I do think we need. I think we need more attackers. I think if we brought in a left winger, I would feel more happy. I do think that we just need someone that's sort of a natural left winger, someone that's going to get you the goals, someone that's going to make you look exciting. I do want to see more of Madueke. Don't get me wrong. I don't think we can judge Madueke right now because he's not had many times. But yeah, we're going to have to see how it goes. But yeah, the signings, will take time to adapt. Big up Kwame. Only 2 signs convinced me in this window, and that's Gyökeres and Zubimendi. Yeah, I think, yeah, obviously Mosquera, I don't think I can judge him. He's not really had any game time in the Premier League. I do agree, Zubimendi, Gyökeres, they've been great. I've been a fan of Norgard in moments as well. Madueke, I thought his last game in pre-season was good, but I think when it's the league, it's completely different. It's quite tough. So, yeah, I think it's a risk bringing a play. I think it's always a risk when you bring in players that, like a Madueke, who might not necessarily have done great at Chelsea. Like he does get you the goals. I mean, he had similar stats at Chelsea to Trossard and Martinelli, but we do need players in the team that are going to raise the level, because we could have really won that game yesterday a bit more comfortably if we were more kind of threatening on the counter attack. I think Odegaard's decision making could have been better. We'll say that. I think we could have been a bit more clinical. There was a moment at the end of the game where Odegaard passed to Saka. He could have scored, but I know it was blocked. So I think we need to learn as well how to finish off games a lot more, because that is a big problem for me. We need to be more clinical in that sense as well. So it's the first game. We're going to have to see how it goes. Obviously, when we played Leeds, I think we could have a bit of an understanding of what we're going to be like. I don't want us to play like boring football or ugly football. I do want us to kind of build a nice partnership together. Obviously, in the midfield, I'm hoping that we're going to see some great partnerships there with Mendy and Rice. So I'm hoping that we're going to continue to see, some good performances. But obviously, at the moment, it's just not being great. Our first win is important, of course, but we haven't performed the best yesterday. And yeah, that wasn't great. Big up to Cooper. Good to see you in the chat. Good to see you here, Cooper. Hope you're having a good day so far. As Adrian Spurs comment said, yeah, I do think he will be. I think that ship is sailed now. I think that's it now. I think that's done, and I think we just have to accept that and move on. I think as fans, just move on from it now, guys. I think the more we think about it, I think the worse it's gonna feel for us fans. So yeah, I would forget about it now, guys. Big up to Sam. Hi, Soph. It's only one game, but our attack does need to improve over the course of a season if we're going to win the league. Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with you there. I think you can only paper over the cracks for so long, and I think we know that we won't always have luck. We do have to win this game, and I do think we played the best, did we? So yeah, I do agree with you there. I think we have to be doing much better, especially in the second thirds. We have to improve a lot more if we want to win stuff. So yeah, I do really strongly agree with you there. I think it just hasn't been good enough to from us, and I think if we want to win stuff, as you said, to want to win the league is hard to win because it's week in, week out. You have to be very consistent, and we obviously have shown we can do it to a certain point, but we just can't go over that line. So yeah, I think for me, it's going to be a big problem for us. So yeah, I completely agree. Big up to Sam, big up to chat. I'm going to answer any more questions. Obviously, I'll be on here for about half an hour. Um, just give me guys 1 second. I just need to fix my ring light as it's just turned off for a sec. So give me guys a sec. Apologies about that. Thank you guys for being patient there. But yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have for me today. Thank you so much, Arsenal fan again, smash like, subscribe. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Good to see you in the chat, and of course, please like and subscribe, guys, if you can. And you're watching this today. Of course, guys, let you guys know I'm going to be back tonight at 6 o'clock UK time. So join me, guys, at 6 o'clock tonight. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. I will be speaking about the women's team later, as I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it has been a little while since I've done a video about the women's team, so it's good to be back doing a content about the women's team as well. So feel free to join me later as well. But yeah, sorry guys, this is pretty much the latest on Arsenal. I will speak about Rodrygo. I don't know what's happening with Rodrygo, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not too sure what is going on there, because I think Arsenal are pretty. I do think Arsenal are interested in Rodrygo, but he is going to be a lot of money, so I don't know what we're going to do in that situation. I'm going to look now and see if there's any more updates on Rodrygo, because I think if we could get him to Arsenal, that would be a good signing, wouldn't it? I think we could all forget about SA. Like if we got Rodrygo, that'd be good. But yeah, even if it was a loan deal, I would definitely take that. So Xabi Alonso has spoke about Rodrygo's future. He said there are many rumours in the summer, but I've seen him well on account everyone. I count Rodrygo for sure. Arsenal have been heavily linked to Rodrygo at Real Madrid, but I do not know if any activity on that one, even though they've looked into it in the past. So yeah, it's an interesting one. I don't know really if we are actually going to go in for him. I know we've been linked to him, of course, but I don't know if we're actually going to do anything about it, or if it's just us showing that interest in him. So we'll have to see if anything is going to develop in that situation. But Rodrygo, of course, would be a great signing, wouldn't you guys? Like, can you imagine Rodrygo at Arsenal? Like, that would be incredible. So of course, I personally would love it to happen, but I think we just have to be real and think, is he really going to come to Arsenal? Would it really happen? Obviously, he is a lot of money. Yeah, I do agree with you there. Yeah, David Ornstein. So the FFP is very tight. Rodrygo is too expensive. Yeah, I obviously I don't see it happening, guys. Like, that is my truthful opinion, that I think is too much money for us. But I think it's could we get him on the loan? Would he want to do that? Probably not. I do think we could possibly make another addition to the team. I think we need to, especially if we could bring in a left winger. I could take that. I mean, of course, I wanted Eze in that attacking midfield position, but that ship has sailed, guys. We do have to move on from that. So obviously for me, I would like us to get a left winger in, someone that would be a starter. I mean, we have Madueke, but I'm not sure if Madueke is going to be that guy for us. Is he going to, get us over the line? he could, and if he does, I'll be proud of him. But we just need left winger for me, so hopefully we'll get that done. Big up to Sam. I think Arsenal are trying to sell players first, which we don't always do. We'll sell players. Yeah, I know. I know Vieira is set to go to Stuttgart for, I think it was 20 million. Which isn't too bad. I know Zinchenko is set to go to, I think it's Fenerbahce for about 10 million. But other than that, there hasn't been too much. You know, Reece Nelson probably might go to Fulham, whether that's a loan or permanent, but there hasn't been too many rumours other than Vieira and Zinchenko, and that's not going to be a lot of money for us, is it? So I think if we don't bring anyone else in the summer, I can't give this window a high rating. I think I did say on the podcast that I give it 6.5 out of 10. I think that's where I'm at. I just think we're short, and that's going to cause us problems in the long run. For now, we might be okay, guys. I think we'll be okay, but I think long term we might struggle. So I think we need to just find a way to get past this and just try our best to win something important in the season. Of course, I want to win the league. That is the one I'd love to win. That is the one I think we all dream of, because we've gotten so close to that in the past. But right now, it ain't looking too good. But yeah, we haven't done particularly great, have we? So that is obviously the latest on Rodrygo. The fact that, Xabi Alonso is said, count on Rodrygo 100%. I don't know if that means too much about him. Is he going to stay there? We'll have to see what is going to happen. Obviously, I don't think we're going to get him. I think if anyone's going to get him, it'll be Man City. I don't see us getting him, to be honest. I think that's going to be. I think that's more of a long shot. I think if we dream of bringing a player, it'd be him, but I don't think it will happen. I don't think it's going to happen for us, which is a shame. But we have to be realistic about players that we're going to bring in. But yeah, it's a shame, really. But yeah, that is the latest on him. I do want to read something that is exclusive. Obviously, I don't know how reliable this is, but it's about Semenyo. Apparently, we know Semenyo has signed a 1-year extension with Bournemouth, but Arsenal haven't stopped inquiring about him. Bournemouth are scratching their heads, wondering why Arsenal's leaving it so late in the window. And yeah, it's probably going to be hard for them to find a replacement now as well if we did go for him. It does seem as though he's keen to come up to Arsenal. I obviously don't know how true this is. I don't know if it would actually happen, but all I can do is hope and pray it's news that is pretty true and reliable. And yeah, I would love it to happen. Of course, I would, but like I just said, we have to be realistic and sort of know which players we are going to get here at Arsenal. So yeah, I actually don't know if we're going to get him. I mean, does the window shut us at the 30th? I think it's around the 30th. I think it's not for a little while. So we have time, guys. Don't get me wrong. We have quite a bit of time, but we are going to have to see about this one if anything is going to develop on this situation. But I would take him. I'd definitely take him. We need someone in that's going to help us. So I would take it. Anyone that's going to give us that strength and depth and help us in the attacking sense, I would be very, very happy about. So yeah, I would personally take it, but I don't know if we're going to do that. Of course, I hope we will. But yeah, that is the latest on him. I don't know because I don't know how true that is or reliable that is. But yeah, obviously Eze is going to go to Spurs. We just have to find someone else that's going to come in and yeah, do the job for us, really. So yeah, that is the latest news sort of today about things. I'm sure if things develop, I will come back on here and give you guys, some things to discuss as well. So yeah, like I said, if we can get him, I think that'd be great. I don't know how much we would obviously pay for him. All that I've read is that we've inquired for him, so I think we need to keep our options open about who we do bring in, because at the end of the day, we've not. I don't think our squad is full. I think we have to strengthen. This shouldn't be it. Going into season, like, we should bring more players in. So I'm not particularly happy with the squad right now. I think we could do with another player on the left. As we said, the left is definitely, I think it's our weakness. So that's something that we definitely have to sort out. Be up to AWFC fan, great show. Thank you so much. Thank you as well for everyone that's watching my show today. Big up to chat as well. There's quite a few of you in here, so big up to all of you guys that are watching this today. Like I said, I'm going to be on here for another half an hour. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys want to ask me. And of course, do make sure you're liking and subscribing as well while you guys are here. And like I said, I'll be back tonight at 6. So it'll be in a few hours. I'll be back to talk about Arsenal women. So I can't wait to do that as well. But yeah, like I said, I'm really excited for see who we can bring in. Let me know in the comments, guys. Do you think we're going to bring anyone else in? Are we going to make any more signings? Obviously, I hope we will. I hope we will do that, but we are going to have to see what is going to happen, really. But yeah, that is sort of the latest transfer news. Obviously, Kiwior might be leaving, which isn't a surprise. I think Kiwior will be great to stay, but I think if we are thinking of bringing anyone else in, we have to make some money somewhere. Yeah, I think it's difficult, really, obviously, with the situation because I don't know who we're going to go for. I think we have left it quite late. I think this is what my thoughts are on the whole sort of Eze thing. I think the club wanted to get rid of players first and then we're going to go for Eze, but I think Spurs have got in there before us, and rightly so, because we've been messing about, we've been faffing about for me. So I think we've left it too late with Eze, and now this is the position that we're in, and I think we've only got ourselves to blame. So yeah, I just feel a bit. Obviously, you guys know I love that. I love Eze as a player, and I would love. I would love for us to go for him, but I think now you just have to think of a different plan, a plan B. I know we've needed a striker, and a striker is the position that we've needed, but I just don't think that is enough for us. I think we have to bring in a left winger. We absolutely do. So yeah, hopefully we will, guys. But it's going to be interesting to see how this will go for us in the season. Obviously, the window's shutting soon, so it'd be interesting to see if this is it. Are we going to make any changes, or what are we going to do? So of course I'll be interested. I wouldn't mind like loaning someone to come in. Maybe they're not going to be a player for our future, but just for me, someone who can come in and get us over that line, that would be the most important thing for us. So yeah, I think we just have to see what we're going to do. Obviously, Arteta's not really gave much away in press conference interviews. He's just said, let's see what happens, which doesn't mean much at all. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see for this one. Built to our Arteta era. Semenyo's world class best. Well, I can't say that right now because I think there's a lot of other better players than him at the moment, because he's only had like one game in the Premier League. So I think Zubimendi is definitely going to be a great player for us. He's obviously shown great progress in pre-season. He's really shown how good he is in pre-season, but I just think right now you can't really judge him too much because he's not had much of a chance, has he? He's obviously had a game yesterday, and I just think we need to give him time. We need to give these players time to adapt and adjust into the team. So I don't think we can adjust him just yet, but I do think he's going to be a great player for Arsenal, and he's definitely one for the future as well. And yeah, I can't wait to see him get more minutes as well. Big up to Sam, who says, I'm happy that we've got a striker in, which was our number one priority, so I'm confident that we will do well. I'd like us to win the League Cup. I mean, I would love us to win the league. That's the one I'd love us to win. But I think if we can't win that, we do have to win something important. Like, I love an FA Cup. I love the League Cup. I love any. I think we have to win something this season. Arteta has to win something. Arteta's going to be under a lot of pressure this season, rightly so. He has to get it right. So I'm hoping that'll be the case, and he'll help us get the success back. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on him because a lot of people have mentioned this in my shows, but I do think that we have to start getting over that line, or players might be thinking about the future. I do think that's going to be so important. So hopefully we're going to get over the line this season. We hope we do. I think we've got a very special group of players. We've definitely improved in some ways, but we have to get over that line. Hope we obviously can do that. We've got the best squad and manager. Well, only time will tell if we do have the best squad and manager, but I think we need to just win something this season, to be honest with you guys. And if we get over that line, I'll be very, very happy and content with that. But I just hope we can get over that line this season. That's going to be the most important thing for me, that we do that. Obviously, some fans say if we don't win the league or the Champions League, yes to go. I think we just have to win something that's really going to help us with confidence going into next season as well. Every season, winning something's going to be important, and I think the team need to win something. They seem like they in that place where they need to. So yeah, I think for me that's going to be so important going into obviously on next game against Leeds as well. We've got a very tough schedule coming up. Actually, we've got like Leeds, Liverpool, Forest, and I think Man City coming up. So they're all going to be really tough for me. But hopefully we can just get the job done. Like I said, I'll read you who we've got. We've obviously got Obviously Arsenal play Leeds at home, Liverpool away, Arsenal and Forest home, also Man City at home, and Newcastle away. Newcastle away is going to be really tough, but I always say to you guys, you've got to take each game at a time. You've got to take it each game as it comes. So I think for me, we just have to see how it goes for us, and hopefully we can pick up a lot of points in those games. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough one really, but I think we just have to take each game as it comes. Obviously we'll be doing a preview for the Leeds game on a separate video, but yeah, I am looking forward to it. I think we do have to perform a lot better, to be honest with you, if we want to win something. But big up to Arteta. Get a win at Anfield. I mean, no, I can't agree with that. I think it's too early to judge it right now. I think we need to give a bit more time. I can't judge whether we're gonna win the league by that. I think we just need more time. I think, like I said, if we win at Anfield, I can't say we win the league. We need more time. Like I can't judge it right now. So, yeah, I think for me, of course, I'd hope we win the league, but I think it's too early on to say Anfield. If we win, doesn't mean we're going to win the league. We've got a long season to go. So obviously I can't judge that right now. But Arsenal fan 1986 says play of the match yesterday. For me, it's got to be Raya. I think Raya did great yesterday. I think he had a really good performance. I think he definitely kept us in it. He made some really good saves. I think he was just so important for us. So yeah, for me, Raya to me yesterday really stepped up, and I have to give it to him. I think he was the one that stood out to me. I think there were good. A few good individual performances yesterday. I mean, to be fair, I think Odegaard had good moments in the second half. He could have done a bit better. I think who else I think really did good. I thought Gabriel was quite good yesterday. Magalhaes, Calafiori had good moments as well. I think Calafiori is a much better performance. I know I've worried about Calafiori's, defensive mistakes, but I think he did a good job yesterday, so I'm happy with him. So yeah, there was a good few individual performances, but I'd have to go David Raya yesterday. I think he was probably the better defender. Yeah, that's obviously Gokras didn't have much to kind of do yesterday. Didn't have much creativity, did he? So I think he was in a tough situation anyway. But yeah, Raya's my player of the match. He got a clean sheet and he stepped up, so it'd have to be Raya for me. And yeah, I think he definitely deserves that player of the match. Prime Odegaard's back. We'll have to see. Like I say to you guys, like I take each game as it comes. Like I'm not getting carried away. We had a win yesterday, and I'm happy with this. But yeah, we just have to give it time, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think we just have to see. But he did better than what he's been doing, and he had a good pre-season. So of course, I do feel very happy about that. I think we just have to be patient. Not every game you'll do well, you'll have bad games, but I think if he can just get his goals up and be consistent, that is what I'll be happy about. I want him to be consistent. I want him to do really well, Odegaard. I personally rate Odegaard. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but I think there's a really good player in him. I just think he needs some time really to just get back in the swing of things. And yeah, it wasn't a bad game for him yesterday at all. He had good moments. I just at times maybe his decision making could have been a little bit better, but I think overall he did bad at all yesterday. I think he has, like I said, good moments. Thank you so much for your support, AWFC fan _ says like and subscribe to the amazing channel. Thank you so much. I really grateful for your support. I know there's about 12 of you in here right now, so obviously guys, please do make sure you like this video and have subscribed here. I started out my channel very much, but big up to yourself. Thank you so much. Big up to Sam. I think with Arteta we have to be careful, because if we get rid of him, a lot of big clubs want Arteta. I can see Arteta going to Man City. Well, as long as if it came down to that and he went, as long as we had the right manager for us, that's what it'd be. So yeah, we're gonna have to see what happens at the end of the season. But for now, we just have to take it a game at a time. It wasn't our best performance, but you do have to win ugly sometimes. You do have to get over that line, which is the most important thing. If we can continue to do that and that gets us over that line, and of course, I would be very, very happy with that. So hopefully we can just continue doing that and getting over the line and just getting the job done. But if Arteta left Arsenal, there would be clubs interested in him, because ultimately he has, he has gotten us into a better position to compete in what Arsenal should be competing. He's got us into a better place. So I do get why clubs are interested in him, but I think Barcelona were interested in him at one point, and he clearly must have rejected it. But I think he wouldn't ever leave Arsenal until he's won something. So, like a league title. And I know if you won a league title, you'd want to build on that. But yeah, I just think for me this season, I think he's just got to win us something. Like we have to win something this season. So, hopefully, guys, he does. But yeah, of course, there'll be clubs interested in him, but if it came down to that, as long as we have the right manager for us, that's the most important thing. But of course, I do want Arteta to succeed in the season. I hope he does well. I do Jerry hope he does well. But only time is going to tell, guys, if he can get us over the line. Like only that will tell. But I hope he can, because I do think he is a good coach. It's just, is he good enough to get us over the line? That's my question with him. But yeah, like I said, guys, we have to take game by game. We have to just see how it goes. You can't judge things right now. It's only been a game. And I think a lot of teams haven't been great either. I think there's been a lot of shaky performances, to be honest with you. Liverpool were good in the end, but they had their moments as well defensively. So it's not going to be the perfect start. There's going to be shaky moments, but as long as we can just put it right and go on a good run now, and we will lose games, but it's not the end of the world if we lose. It's about how you react to that and what we can think of. But I think, as someone mentioned before, we have got squad depth. We've got a lot of players you can bring on, which I think is so important for us. So, yeah, that's obviously good. I just want to read out as well, guys, what Saka has said about the game yesterday. He said, "We're happy with the 3 points to come away from Old Trafford with a win. It's not a great performance. We were not at our usual standards. The basic sloppy giveaways. Our decision making wasn't great. That gave United a lot of momentum. We did not get punished for it, but we cannot do it every game." Yeah, I think he's obviously right there. He's saying, I think, what us all fans think, that we're not going to get away with it. I think, being sloppy definitely, you know, I was surprised United didn't score yesterday. We were quite sloppy, but I think defensively we definitely put in a good shift. But we can't perform like that every week. We can. I think there'll be certain games where you do win ugly, and you will have to just get over that line. But I can definitely accept this. If I can accept this, happen a few times, as long as you. I think getting over that line is the most important thing for me. So as long as we do that, then I'll be happy. But yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a long season. I think it could be a 4-horse race in the league. I think, obviously, with the likes of obviously Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, they're all going to be up going for the league. So I think it's going to be a really exciting season. We should keep Arteta at all costs. I do like Arteta, but he just has to go over that line. So for me, it depends if he gets over the line this season. If he wins or something, fair play, he should stay. If he doesn't, then you guys will know my answer. But yeah, we have a big season ahead, guys. Of course, I'm excited for the season. Our first game's done. I will be doing a separate video actually about the Leeds Arsenal game. I'm going to try and get a Leeds fan on if I can, but if not, I'll do it on my own. But yeah, I think for me, I can't wait for the game again at the weekend. Hopefully, I'll do better. But I'll be doing lots of videos this weekend anyway, like transfer videos, Q&As, all sorts and different things. But yeah, big up to everyone that's watching this. I'll be on here for about 15 more minutes today, guys. If you have any questions, do drop them in now. I'm going to be answering all of them. And yeah, big up to everyone that's here. I really appreciate all you guys that are tuning in today. And like I said, I'll be back at 6 o'clock as well, maybe for an hour, less than an hour. So I'm happy to go for any questions later with my guests as well. Big up to Sam. I'm hoping Arsenal win the league. It'll be good for my early 30th birthday present next year on the 3rd of June. Yeah, I hope you do win the league, guys. Obviously, if your birthday, that'd be great. I think there isn't any excuses this time around. And if I'm being honest, if we don't bring a left winger in the summer, and obviously we don't have long left, I will check as well when the window closes, but we are only of ourselves if we don't do that, because we know what we need as a club and we're not doing that, which is so disappointing. I just want to find out when does the transfer window close, sorry. I think it shuts at the 30th of August. It's 1st September, so guys, we do not have long. Monday the 1st September at 7 o'clock, it says it shuts. Yeah, so we've got a bit of time, but really we have to speed things on. If we're going to sell players and bring players in, we have to this has to be sped up a little bit. So I do hope we are going to move things on pretty soon. So I'm hoping, guys, that we're going to, close the 1st September. I have no problem right now with us moving players on because that is a part of football and that's something that we have to do. But I think if we're taking too long for it to happen, I think that's a big problem because I know, like, obviously, if I had it my way, there's about 5 or 6 players I would want to move on. I mean, Reece Nelson, Zinchenko, trying to think who else. Reece Nelson, Zinchenko, Jesus. Jesus, I don't mind waiting because he's had an injury. I don't want to just kick him out. Obviously, Vieira, Lokonga. I mean, that's at least 5 players. So I don't know why I think they need to move on. But if we can, maybe move some of them on in January. January window is obviously very different because, I mean, we obviously got Trossard in January, I think, but it might have been, I'm sure it's January we got Trossard, but it's really weird. January is a very weird time of the season because you don't always make those changes. So we have to just hope that we can, if it comes down to it in January, we need to bring in a left winger or anyone. I'm not sure we're going to bring anyone else in, guys, for being honest with you. I think if we're going to bring anyone else in, it'll be one more player. I think we could do 2 more, but I think we need one more, to be honest with you. But I just hope that we just do good enough because I think, if I'm being honest with you guys, I think we're going to be okay. Say for 10 games or something, like say 7 games or something, we'll be okay. But then it will get to a point where we get stuck and you need new ideas. And I think that is the problem that we're having. We've got the same players and you need change and you need obviously different ideas. But yeah, that's where I do worry. I think we'll be okay for a little while, but after a while, you need new ideas and new players that can give you creative ideas. And that's why I think it's great having Odegaard, but he needs competition because there'll be another player that could give new ideas that could help the team in a different way. So yeah, I just really hope that we can bring in another player in the summer. If we don't, we have to do so in January. We really do. Big up Ron. Where is the joy? Arsenal took 3 points Old Trafford on the opening day. Is being an Arsenal fan about being a cup being half empty? To be honest with you, I think a lot of fans probably aren't happy with the performance. I mean, personally, for me, I'm relieved with one. I'm happy with one. And I've said to you guys on here that you have to win ugly sometimes if you want to win the league or if you want to get over the line. So, obviously, Ron, I'm happy. That isn't really me, but a lot of Arsenal fans aren't happy with the performances because I think a lot of the fans are thinking, we're not going to ride our luck for a long time. It'll come to a point where we will struggle. And I mean, yesterday, I think defensively it was great, a great performance, a great display defensively. I think we did really good. I mean, we were really resilient and worked as a team. Like, I'm happy we've got the win. I really am. I think the performance is just worrying because if we played like that against Leeds or an Everton, we would find it quite difficult. But I think I honestly see it as an important 3 points because like we weren't great yesterday. Maybe we had a bit of luck as well with that penalty incident and with the chances they missed. But you need luck sometimes, and we've not always had luck last season. So I'll take this. Like, I'm happy we've won. But yeah, obviously I'm happy we've got. I said to you guys, like, on the first game of the season, you have to get those 3 points. It doesn't matter how you get the win; you just have to get the win. So I'm honestly happy with the win. I really am. Big up to PFC TV. Big up, keep it the good work. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I think everyone will see the game differently. Everyone will have their own opinion on the game. But I think if we drew or if we had lost, I would have spoke about the performances a bit more. But I'm not too concerned right now. We've won, but this might give the team a kick up the backside to do a lot better in our next game. We've got Leeds, and obviously that is a different type of game. Leeds is a different type of test. So, you know what? I'm sure the team will be better in the next game. But yeah, I'm interested to see. I don't really mind us sort of drawing against the bigger teams. I mean, obviously, I want to win every game that we play. I hope we can win every game, but I don't actually have concerns when we play a Man City, Liverpool, maybe a Chelsea, for example. I mean, I'm sure we'll get a few draws in in the season against those bigger teams, but it's these teams that we need to beat, the Fulhams, the Everton, like those are teams we have to win. Because I think to myself, like if we play Fulham this season and we lose, we've not learnt a lesson from last season or the season before that. So we need to find a way to really learn how to beat these teams, because that's something that we're really struggling with. So I hope we can learn from those moments. But obviously we have Liverpool Anfield. I mean, I think if we could get a draw in that game, that would be a good result for now. I mean, I want to win that, but I think going to Anfield, that's going to be tough anyway. We have Man City at home coming up soon. I'm happy we're getting the tough games out of the way. I'd rather us do that now than have it at the end of the season, because we could struggle then. Big up to PFC TV. I think Leeds can be stubborn opponent for Arsenal next year. I think after that performance, you don't really. I don't feel thrilled. I'm a bit nervous thinking about the game. It's at the end of the week, so it's not happening now. But it wasn't a great performance really, against United. But obviously, I'm happy with the win. I'm relieved we've won. But you do have to look ahead at what you have next, and I just have to hope that we can put a much better performance in. For that game, so hoping that we do. Aston Villa again, they've been a team for us. I mean, it's really hit and miss Villa. We've won sometimes, we've lost at times. They stopped us winning the league as well, but yeah, I just think I would say to guys, you have to take each game as it comes, not get carried away. Just take each game at a time and just try and hopefully get over that line, which is obviously the most important thing, really. So I really hope that we can win the league this season, but like I say to you guys, I'm just taking it each game as it comes, like I always have. I mean, I remember the season when we were 10 points above, I think it was Man City, and everyone was like, we're going to win the league, and I said to myself, I'm not accepting this until we've officially done it. Like, I can't relax until I know we've actually got over the line, so I'm taking each game as it comes now, so I'll have to see what happens, but I do want to win stuff this season. I do hope we can get over that line, but only time will tell if we can get over the line. We do have tough games coming up, but I do believe in this team that we can do it and get over that line. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens, guys. We really have to. And obviously, Villa is going to be a tough one. I will read you the fixtures again that we have coming up, because I know some of you have just joined. If you guys do want me to answer any questions, I'm more than happy to do that. I will stay on here for a little bit longer, actually. So let me just check. So obviously we have Leeds coming up next. Actually, do you know what? I might share my screen and just have a look as well. But yeah, I think it's going to be tough. It really is. Every game now is tough. You can never. Like, I remember back in the day when I watched Arsenal, I could easily say we'll beat Sunderland 3-0, and we did beat Sunderland quite comfortably. But now it's a completely different thing. It's just so different. So yeah, it's going to be tough, but of course I feel excited. I am prepared for the season as well, and the next game's coming up. So I'll share my screen, guys. I want to have a look at our fixtures coming up. Yeah, let's look at the fixtures, guys. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, a bit nervous. So obviously we have Leeds, we have Liverpool, and then Forest, and then Man City, Newcastle, West Ham. I think West Ham are going through a really bad sort of patch at the moment. But how do you guys feel about these fixtures? Let me know what you make of these fixtures coming up. Nottingham Forest, I think it's going to be difficult. I mean, I think Leeds, that is going to be a tough one. I think we could just win it like 2-1. I don't think it's going to be like a comfortable win. Liverpool, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I think they've strengthened quite a lot. So I don't think we're going to win that comfortably. Maybe that'll be a 1-1. So you want to get as many points as you can at this stage, because we've got a lot of difficult fixtures. The Forest one, at home, I feel better about playing Forest. Man City, that'll be a tough one. I think we could do it though. I think I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think when we play Newcastle, that'll be when we drop points. I think against Newcastle, I think we're gonna really struggle. It's just a weird game. Having said that though, because they're at Isak, it might be a little bit different. But yeah, obviously, guys, let me know how you guys feel about these fixtures that we have coming up. I mean, I'm a bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I hope we can. I would love us to win as many games as we can, but it's going to be a tough one to call about that. But yeah, I think you just have to look at each game. Like we have to look ahead at Leeds, and when we've done Leeds, you have to look ahead at obviously going to Liverpool. So yeah, it's going to be a tough one, guys. I'll obviously let you know in the next few games, let you know how many points I see us getting. So I think we can meet Leeds, which is 3 points. I think we'll draw Liverpool, which is 4. I think we could, yeah, I think we could beat Nottingham Forest. The Man City one's really tough. Maybe a draw as well. It's tough. I think we get 12 points out of those 4 games. It's hard, really. We'll beat Leeds. I think we get 8 points, maybe. I do feel Liverpool more than Man City, though. That's the thing. I do think that's going to be tough. So, obviously, let me guys know how many points we can get out of Leeds, Liverpool, Forest, City. I think we could beat Leeds and Forest. I think it might be a draw at both of these. So, yeah, probably 8 points. At our best, we might probably lose one, though. Depends how we're playing, though. I know we've obviously got Newcastle and West Ham. So, yeah, obviously, I think you shouldn't look too far ahead. I'm not going to look too far ahead, but I always say to you guys, we're going to come back now, but I always say to you guys, like, take it each day it comes, like, take, each fixture as it comes and see how it goes. So that's how I see it on it. But I think we just have to focus on Leeds now. But after Leeds, Liverpool is not going to be easy. Every game as it comes is great as long as you have confidence about being relegated. When was last time we had 3? Yeah. Do you know what? There was a time with Arteta where I did think we would get to that point. It was when we were finishing that 8th, and I thought to myself, are we ever going to get through this? Are we ever going to get better? There was actually another time as well with Arteta where we started the season off really bad, and we were like 15th. I did think to myself, are we going to get through this time? Are we going to get through the trenches? But we did. So, yeah, Kevin, I'm lucky we don't have to worry about that, but I do hope we can get through this period that we're in at the moment. So, yeah, I can't complain. I do think we're in a better place under Arteta, but I do want us to get over that line. That would be important for us to really do that. So, yeah, hopefully, guys, we can get over the line this season. Obviously, those are fixtures that I've read out. I'm praying that we can, just get the job done. Obviously, Leeds, I will be doing, like I said, I'm going to be doing a separate video about that. I'm going to see if I can get a Leeds fan on. Obviously, if I can't, I will do a preview on my own and just do a live preview. But our next game is not until Saturday, so I think we can all relax and just breathe. It is crazy. The Premier League's back. It has come quite fast, to be honest with you, but yeah, it's good. Of course, it's good to get your first win of the season. And Kevin, obviously, you guys drew Chelsea, which isn't too bad. But yeah, I'm excited for the season. I really, really am. And yeah, I just can't wait for these games to continue to start. It's good to see other teams as well, how they've all done progress-wise as well. I think West Ham are going to struggle this season. I don't think they had their best start, did they? Sunderland, I wonder how Sunderland are going to do. It'd be very weird playing against Xhaka, though. That is a very strange feeling for me that I can't explain. It'd be very, very weird. But yeah, I'm very excited for the season, for the games to come about as well. Obviously, big up to the chat as well. And there's 13 of you in here, so big up to you guys. Obviously, please make sure you're smashing them likes and subscribing here. I'm happy to stay on here for maybe 10 more minutes if you guys do have any more questions you want to ask me about Arsenal, about the transfer window. I'm happy to go through that, but I will be back tonight at 6 o'clock. I'm going to be doing an Arsenal women's sort of season preview with Freddie Cardi just to chat a bit about the window. So yeah, I will be doing some Arsenal women content later today, but for now I'm happy to stay on here for a little bit longer and answer any questions you guys have for me. It's good to see you guys in here as well. But yeah, that is obviously the latest on the fixtures. But I always say to you guys, you have to take it each game as it comes, not to worry too much. But yeah, I think for me, I just want to see if Arteta's actually said much. I want to see if I can find. Let me just give me a sec, guys. Bear with me. I'm more than happy to answer any questions though. Yeah. So I'm going to find out what Arteta. I want to see what Arteta said. Okay, so I want to see what Arteta's actually said about the game. But yeah, I'm interested to. Kai, can you please tell if Arsenal player where you couldn't do worse than Madueke? Yeah, I don't think I could. I'd give it a good go. I'd probably be better on the right. I'm not great at playing on the left. I used to play football, not great on the left, but yeah, of course I would give it a go. I just want to find actually Arteta's press conference. I want to just share my screen. Okay, I want to just see what he said about the game. I've not actually seen what he said. Obviously, guys, I'm going to come back and answer any questions you guys obviously have for me. And yeah, big up to chat. Always good to see you guys here today. And I guess I'll be back in a second. I'm going to share my screen and answer some of your questions in a minute. So let me just try and share my screen now. Give me a second, guys. Okay, so every word from the press conference. So obviously, I'm not going to read everything, guys, because some things might be boring, but he said, on the importance of the result, big result comes the first game of the season, Old Trafford. When you feel that they are building something special momentum with a new signing, they want to kick on the season and build in a good way. They've been able to come there. When you are able to come away with a win, I'm very happy and proud of the team. I just want to find other things. I'm not going to read everything, obviously. Okay, I want to read what he said about the final third. He said, I think there were 7-8 situations where the ball completely open to play through and we were on and we're attacking the team, attacking the keeper. We gave the ball away and then it became a basketball game again, a basketball game against a team that is extremely good at finishing actions with quality that they have. That's a difficult thing to do. That's why I talk about the reaction to that. But because if you don't react in relation to that mistake quick enough, sharp enough, you have a problem. At least he admits we weren't good today. Yesterday, sorry. At least he actually, at least he's acknowledged that we weren't particularly great because we weren't at all. But yeah, you can't be sloppy in these moments, and that's absolutely right. Obviously, he spoke about Gokres, his debut. He said he did a lot of things good. You can tell, especially on the high pressing, the rhythm that we demand, especially in the first half, that we're given a bit too much time. It's something that we have to work on, especially there, and there in the finalising situation. He didn't have that many chances to do that because, as I said, on the previous action before we had to play the last ball on the line, standing still with 40 metres. Okay, he is waffling a little bit there, so I'm not going to read all of that, but I do agree he didn't do bad. He also spoke about Norgard's absence. He had a little issue with the medical staff. He wasn't able to play. I do hope Norgard his situation isn't too serious. I hope he's okay because he is important for the team, and I hope that he can play and be available for our next game. He always said answering on a strong record against the Big Six. I think that was the case, putting the mental block against the Big Six. But it was 18 years or 22 years here at Old Trafford without winning before I came, and now I go to the dressing room, won here the first game, and we're still not happy. It's a good sign. Yeah, I do think the team won't be happy with how we perform because that wasn't a good performance from us at all. That was not good. It was a very poor performance. So I'm happy that the team have acknowledged that and understand that, and Arteta knows that himself. I'll speak about this and I'll come back to you guys and speak to you guys in the chat, but he says on Calafio's performance, he has the capacity to change the energy. He comes in this room, he changes the energy in the room, he changes the energy in the team. He has an aura, he has presence that is special, and he's a player that is very unpredictable. The opponent, because he can occupy every different spaces, very different spaces. He can do a thing around your box in the middle with the opposition box that is difficult to predict. So very happy with him. I'm gonna come back now, but yeah, I agree with what. I think Calafiori will be starting the next game. I think Calafiori is definitely showing that progress as well. I think he's definitely getting better as well. So yeah, I think he had a decent performance as well. I think he was pretty good himself. So yeah, I do agree with what Arteta's saying as well. I think we have to just do better. And as you mentioned, the players weren't happy with the performance, which honestly shows that there is a lot of room for improvement, and they know they demand better as well. So yeah, I think fair play to what Arteta said there. Can't argue with too much of that. Let's come back now. So big up to Kevin, who says you beat the scum, not so happy face. Happy till next time. Yeah, we can enjoy it as Arsenal fans. We can enjoy this week knowing that we did get the job done. It wasn't a pretty performance, but we did it. We stuck on till the end. It was a scrappy win, but I'll take it. Big up to Torstein, good to see you in the chat. Big up the chat. Like I said, if you've got any last questions, I'll be wrapping it. I'll be ending this in about 5 minutes time. So if you guys have any questions, do send them in now. As I said, I'm back at 6 o'clock, so I'm happy to read out any questions later as well. But yeah, of course, a good win for Arsenal. Not a good performance though. I think the result is the most important thing right now. But like I said, I'll take this now. I'll take this any day of the week. If we could win plain ugly and we got over the line, I would take that. But yeah, United were really good yesterday. That they definitely had some encouraging signs. They're a lot better than what they usually have been. So that's definitely a good sign for them. But for us, we definitely have a lot of work to do. We've got a lot of room for improvement for sure. But yeah, I'm happy with the progress that we've done, getting over the line. We just have to get over the line. That is the most important thing for us. So hopefully that we can just continue to do that. So yeah, obviously big up to the chat as well. I'll stay on here for a few more minutes in case you guys want to ask me anything. But big up to everyone that is here. Always good to see you guys in the chat. And like I said, I'll be doing lots of content throughout the week when there's sort of latest news, when there's updates. So we'll be on here doing that sort of stuff. So, I'll be on here a week. I'll be doing a preview. I'll be doing a match reaction as well at the weekend on Saturday. So, yeah, big up to you guys. I've really enjoyed chatting with you guys today. This hour has gone so quick, guys. It's generally so lovely to chat with all of you. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my show today. I've loved chatting with all you guys as well. Please obviously make sure you do like this stream, guys, if you haven't already. And obviously do subscribe here if you're new here, or if you discovered my channel. Please make sure you are subscribing. And yeah, please join me, guys, at 6 o'clock tonight UK time. I will be speaking about the Arsenal women's season coming up, obviously the transfers that we've made. I'll be back tonight at 6, and then probably be back tomorrow as well to do more transfer stuff about the men's team. So feel free to join me on them streams. But thank you all so much for your support today. I've loved chatting with all of you. It's been a pleasure. And yeah, I will obviously see you guys in a little while, in a few hours. And yeah, take care, everyone. Of course, do like, subscribe, do share my stream as well. And I will see you very soon. Bye, guys.